Kia ora team, let's start our blogging journey with how to set up your blog part 1. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to navigate over to WordPress.com, where we get to our landing page and we're going to select to create our first website. We're going to actually, rather than clicking the blue button at the top there, we're going to say start a blog. We're going to click on the blue get started button. And we're going to be guided through a 4-step setup process. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. I'm not going to select a theme for now because later on we're going to come back and select a theme. We're going to choose a domain, first name, last name, PTC. But for me, I've already set up a PTC blog, so I'm just going to do test. That's going to establish a site for me. I'm going to select, and then I'm going to select free plan. Now I'm going to ask for my personal email address, and we want it to be our personal email address so that our site follows us all the way through our teaching career, not necessarily just here at Green Bay High School. So by registering with your personal email account, you'll always have access to it. You can modify the username if you wish, and select the password. Oh, that already exists. And we hit create my account. It'll go through the setup process where it adds your domain, creates your account, and selects the free plan. And what you're going to see here is there's nothing to display just yet. Okay, so there's no blog posts or anything. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start accessing this menu down the left hand side so we can start making some changes ready for us to import our template. So the first place we're going to go is we're going to go to pages. We're going to click on pages, not on add pages. We're going to get taken to a list of the pages on our site, and automatically WordPress creates an about page for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the 3-dot menu and we're going to hit trash. We're going to get rid of that page because we're not going to need it. Now what you'll also see up the top here is the opportunity for you to verify your email address. You can do that as soon as you have the opportunity to get into your personal email and just hit the activation link. I'm going to ignore it for now. The next thing we need to do is we need to go into themes. Again, not customize, we need to go into themes. And we're going to search for 2015. And the reason we're going to search for 2015, it's a really clean theme, it's easy to view, and it's also the theme that the template was made in, so the compatibility is much better. As I said, for the creative types, you can change that at a later date. So I'm going to click on the 3-dot menu and I'm going to hit activate. You're going to get a notification saying thanks for choosing it, and we've applied the theme. We're going to click on back to themes. Now we need to make some customizations to make things a little easier to navigate around our blog and so that we can get to our posts and our categories quickly. So we're going to hit Customize. And it's going to load our customizer for us. And we're going to just make some quick changes to the look and feel of our site. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll see a preview of the changes we're going to make. We're going to change the site title, tagline, and we're not going to really touch the logo. So the site title is going to be first name, last name, -- professional blog, and the tagline is going to be evidence towards my practicing teacher certificate. And I'm going to go up to the top here and select save and publish. Each time that we make a change in here, we're going to select save and publish. We hit the back arrow, and now we're going to go into header image. If you'd like to select a header image, it's as simple as add new image. It'll ask you to upload, and then you can crop it and select it. I'm going to skip that step for now, but feel free to do it yourself. And then the next thing I'm going to go down to is widgets. Widgets are these on the side here that allow us to get to different areas of our blog. So we're going to click through to widget area, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click the down arrow for recent comments. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to remove the recent comments widget because we're not really going to use that function. It's a bit extraneous. We're going to click the down arrow for archives, and we're going to also remove archives. Now we're going to make some changes to the categories menu. Categories are what we're going to use to be able to categorize each of our blog posts into our different PTCs, goals, appraisal, etc. What we're going to do is we're going to say show post counts and show hierarchy. And now we need to go back to the top and hit save and publish. We can hit the up arrow to minimize it, and we're going to do one last thing in this area, and that is add a widget. And what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down until we find Category Cloud. What Category Cloud does is it enables us to keep a visual check on all the categories that we're tagging, and the ones that are being tagged the most appear the largest in the cloud on the right hand side, just like a word cloud. So we don't need to do anything in here. We just need to put the up arrow and hit save and publish. Now that we've done all the changes to our widgets and our themes, we can click across and go out of themes. The next thing we're going to look at is sharing. And the first thing we're going to click into is we're not going to make any connections with any other online platforms, but we're going to go to sharing buttons. And what we want to do is just, again, get rid of some of the bloat in the site. So we're going to go to edit sharing buttons, and by clicking on the clicking on the transparent or faded out icons, removes them as options for sharing. And so what we'll be left with is the reblog and the like button. We're going to hit close, and we're going to then untick the like button, and we're going to hit save changes. In the event that your browser freezes at this point and the save changes doesn't happen, simply go back up to the top and hit enter to refresh your page. It'll ask you whether you actually want to leave, and we'll say yes, we want to leave the page, and it will refresh back where we were. And as you can see, it actually has saved those changes. The last change we're also going to make is we're going to remove the comments, likes on all posts, and we're going to leave the show sharing buttons on. So this is so that we can have our reblog post, which will be useful for some people. And for some reason, the second time you do it, it saves successfully. Cool. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to settings on our blog. We're going to go to the settings. As you can see, we've got some general settings here. Site title, the tagline has all been set up for us. But we're going to look at visibility. And what we want to do is we want to change our site to, I would like my site to be private, visible only to users I choose. And we're going to save that setting. Awesome. So at this point, we've done everything we need to do in terms of cleaning up our site and getting it ready for importing the template. What you need to do is jump over into the part 2 of setting up your blog, and we'll get down and dirty with getting that template sorted.